one to shoot the crap. And what ended up happening was when we pulled up to the fuel aisle here, after like a minute of sitting there, the truck just shut off.
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came into running and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
Good morning. It is the 8th. Let's pack our lunch for Tyndall. We have Tyndall delivering tomorrow morning. First, we have the snackle box. We got carrots, celery, strawberries, pepperoni, cheese, a couple wheat thins, and a little pickle wrap, which is like ham, cream cheese, and then a mini pickle, and then obviously some little mini pickles to snack on. So we're gonna put this in our bag. All right, here we go. We got it in there, right? And then the next item is gonna be the junk food box, which has a little bit of Funyuns, a little bit of Cheetos, then some kind of nut mix, pumpkin seeds, and some almonds. We got a little bit of peanut butter here for the celery. And then I made my husband a couple of sandwiches. He's got ham, pepperoni, and salami with cheese, mayo, mustard. Made him 2 of those. I made myself some wraps, which is just ham and cheese. And then here, a little leftover, which is like pork chops with rice for my husband to eat later. And then, of course, I made some broccoli salad last night. Guys, I can't tell you how much I love this stuff. Let me show you what it is. A little broccoli salad for myself. A couple of boiled eggs for myself. And here we go. This is what's in our lunch pack here. This should get us through until we come back.
All right, good afternoon, guys. Today is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. It is currently 12:40 in the afternoon, and we are heading to Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida. We haven't been there in a minute because we were getting it every week for like January and part of February, but another driver, AFI's driver, ended up taking it, so they stopped giving it to us, obviously. But we are on our way back there today. We usually deliver by like 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning, and we actually have passes that we need to pick up, so this is a good thing because they're year passes for us. So we should get down to Waco about 2 o'clock, and then from there it's about 11-hour drive. I usually drive straight. We have a half a tank right now, so I won't need to fill up until we get around Houston. So actually I will fuel up in Orange, Texas, which is 279, or right outside of Orange, Texas. Dusty today, super dusty, like crazy dusty. Can I try your glasses real quick to see how they feel like when I have my contacts in? Oh, these are bright. Okay. Thanks, baby. So we originally on Friday, because we went to bed late on Friday morning, probably like 7:30, I think. And usually we get a call about 8:30 in the morning for whatever load we have for the weekend or Monday. So he called us about 8:30, and at first it was a Topeka switch. And then not even like 20 sure. We haven't been there in a minute. And we do have passes we gotta pick up, so that's what we ended up with. Tyndall Air Force Base pays like $3,500. And usually it's a Tyndall Shelby, which you deliver Tyndall on Monday, and then you deliver Camp Shelby in Mississippi on Tuesday. But this one is just a Tyndall load, so that means that as soon as we're done by like 7:30 in the morning, we can head straight back, and we should probably be back by like, I'll say 9 p.m. You know, giving us time to stop and stuff. So that'll be good. That means we already started off the week really good. And we'll maybe spend about $500 in fuel, give or take, depending, because we do have quite a bit of fuel right now. We have a half tank. So anyways, guys, so we are gonna go ahead and get on the road here. We'll see you all when we pick up our trailer. Peace. Picking up 21018. Let me get. This must have been a late load, because they always pull them out to the doors, out of the doors, and put them on the line up front. But if it's kind of late, they don't. Oh, and this one has a red. This one has a red bar. It has to be ready. Good to go. They just did not. They didn't turn the light to green, which sucks. But because anybody would be confused with that, so. Let's go out here and get this bad boy connected. Be right back. And take a look underneath the pin area real quick to make sure it's connected. Always check, and it is locked. Good to go. Check my grommets. Those look good. Step up here. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our little tire thumper. I'm gonna turn on my hazards or do my light check. truck we actually have a little button that you push, and it turns all the lights, does all the signals and stuff, so that way as you walk around, you can check the tires. As you check the tires, you can check all the lights as well. So, lights here working. I can see the lights over there working. I got a seal on my trailer because I'm still at the dock door. I'm gonna go ahead and climb underneath. Come to the other side, same thing. Good to go. Check the tires on this side. Lights are working. Lights are working. My lights are working. Check my tires. Sounds good. And we're gonna be good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here and get on down the highway. See you in a few minutes. Got under there twice. It says it's 104 degrees out. 104 degrees outside right now. Tug in. We hooked on there. All right. Let me make sure my tracker is on. All right, guys. Let's get on out of here. Get there around 3 a.m. I think they open the gate at like 6 or 6:30, so no, we should be able to get in the gate like by 5, I believe, and then they usually start offloading about 6 or 6:30, but it just depends because it's been since like January, February-ish since we've been there, and so obviously rotations change and all that stuff, so it's different every time. Now we do have passes for that base. They did give us year passes, but we didn't get to get back there before we were able to pick up our passes. This seems like the norm for us, really, because the same thing with Lackland. We got years passes for Lackland, and then they stopped giving us Lackland. We haven't had Lackland the last 3 Fridays, so, or the last few Fridays, so it's just real weird. And they did the same thing to us at Eggland. You know, when it's time to pick up our badges, they stopped giving us Eggland, so we're not able to pick up our badges. You know, I have to work in order to get those things done. I've got to contact people, I've got to fill out paperwork, and it's just a pain in the butt when I get us base access for a year and then we're not able to pick up the passes. So it's just freaking crazy. Anyhow,
I'll be safe
all right,
out there.
see you later. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah.
Get on Texas 6, and then from 6 we'll go to we're gonna stay on like 290 because it's faster, although we don't get on I-10 as soon as we do going down 165, but we do get on I-10 faster, and usually the traffic is less. So anyhow, we will see you guys in a little bit. Enjoy the scenery. So looking at my load suspension gauge here, I'm at 60 psi, so that's about 30,000 pounds. So I guess the paperwork is correct. So this one's a heavy one. That's going to eat some fuel, which kind of sucks, but I can imagine there may be some pallets of water on there, although I didn't see any pallets of water, but who knows. Anyways, yeah, it's just nuts. Bye. So I had the emissions light come on. I'm gonna use this to turn it off. It was a fuel water separator. It was really black. And for some reason, when we take our truck for an oil change, our mechanic doesn't want to change that shit. Like, we ask him, but he never changes it. That's the reason why we keep extra on us, because if we didn't, we would be stuck right now, like, because it would derate the truck, all those things. So now I'm going to shut the light off so that way. You all right? Did you get water? Can you go get water, please? You were outside. Go get water. Here we go. I'm going to turn my truck off now. Well, actually, I could wait for the scan to finish first, and then I can turn the truck off. Alright, so let's go ahead and erase fault code. Alright, we are good. Code's gone. Good to go. Look, 500 bucks, guys. I'm telling you, 500 bucks. All right, my clock is reset, so I can get back on the road. I got a fuel in about 30 miles or so at the QT. So my husband strapped the filter to the catwalk. We're going to keep it just in case we have any issues with this filter, because it looked a little bit different.
Did it?
Not the length or the height of it, but just the top edge where it goes down into the thing had a bunch of spikes, and I've never seen that filter like that before.
Spikes look different?
Like from the top, the one you pulled out to the one we put in, the bottom part that goes in the bowl,
yeah,
looked different. Although the round piece in the center looked the same, the little edging of it looked different. But it was the same. It was the same height and everything.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they don't operate the same. I mean, you'll figure that out real quick when you start going. It's not gonna stop.
time and I didn't order another one. And I really thought that they would have changed it because we usually ask them to change it.
No,
but,
they definitely should have.
and we've been putting fuel additive in, and so that will clean out your injectors and everything. So all that black stuff goes through that water separator, gets stuck in that paper filter. So I'm just going to do a loop around the lot here just to make sure everything's good. Make sure we don't have any connection issues here. The light went off.
You turned it off.
Yeah, I turned it off.
But
Now, if there was any issue in it, right now we probably wouldn't have been able to make it this far. So.
At Speedco, literally, once I tried to go from the front of the thing, the truck just stalled out. Then I have to wait for that bulb to fill up with fuel again, and then it would. So that's what it wasn't. Whatever, however it was seated, it wasn't allowing for fuel to continue to flow in or something like that.
Right.
And it's only because it was the wrong fuel.
So I think we should be good.
So yeah, I think this is.
It was just a different design. They cross-referenced it with another, the part number I gave them. They cross-referenced with their. Guy, that's the wrong side. You're supposed to come on the other side there. Not even paying attention.
I think that one going right to them.
So yeah, we're good. I'm gonna be stopping to put in fuel. We still have like a quarter and an eighth of a tank. I already reset my clock, so I really don't have to worry about stopping again other than for fuel. And I think at that time I'll go ahead and munch down on my little. Did you eat your sandwich? I made some sandwiches for you.
Yeah, I ate one sandwich.
Made some sandwiches and some wraps for myself. I'll go ahead and munch down then, and then continue on my drive for another probably like an hour and a half after that. But anyhow, guys, we will see you in a little bit when we stop to fuel. Okay, guys, so we fueled here. It's 279. Well, 280. I put 350 in. I was gonna put 500, but we'll just stop in Biloxi on the way back. But problem arose. So we've had a water separator, the globe, for a minute now. We were just waiting for this other one to shoot the crap. And what ended up happening was when we pulled up to the fuel aisle here, after like a minute of sitting there, the truck just shut off. So when my husband went to the bathroom, I got out and I looked underneath, to see, and there's this screw that tightens to keep, where you can drain water out of the globe. Well, that was dripping a lot, so that was leaking, and that was the reason why the things shut off. So instead of playing BS with it, I just went ahead and changed that out and put the new globe on there. Now this new globe is different because the other one has two connectors. This one only has one, but it still fuels up the way it's supposed to. I guess this is just a newer version. So I put the new one on there, turned it over, truck cranked right up, so we're good to go. We turn the light off again. We'll see what happens on down the road here, because that took about 30 miles for that emissions light to come back on. So let's just cross our fingers that we don't have any more issues. What I'm going to try to do is find another, I don't know what it would be called, but it's like a stopper cap, I guess, that screws in and out to where you can let the water out. I'm going to just see if I can find another one of those and replace it in that old one. We'll just use that old one as a backup. So So I've got about another hour and a half of driving, and then it'll be time to swap with my husband. After that, I was gonna eat something, but I forgot. So it bees what it bees. Anyway, guys, see y'all later.
That bridge, but they're not going to demolish right away. They're building a new bridge starting this year, and that bridge is going to have a toll on it. So people now, all of us that travel across that bridge on I-10, will be paying a toll every time we pass it, every time we go across it. So like for us, it'd be like $80 every time we come to Florida, because you got to pay $40 going across it and $40 back. Plus, we have to still pay these highway taxes. Pretty crazy. But anyways, so I did a video on that. But yeah, my wife drove from Dallas to Waco. Waco picked up the trailer. It's heavy trailer. Probably one of the heaviest trailers that we've pulled in a while for the military. But once we offload it here, it'll be empty, so it'll be good. But it definitely sucked up some fuel. It's like a $3,500 load. We'll probably spend about $750 on fuel. So that's the update for right now. Definitely check out our shorts that we posted. Posted several cool shorts.